Hello everyone, welcome to Math Extension. This lesson was made for second grade on April 23rd at 2 o'clock. If it is a different day or a different time, or if you're not even a second grader, please stay. I invite you to do some math with me. Normally, if Blackboard was cooperating, we would have a class where I would interact with you and you would hear music right now, waiting for the class to start. We don't have that today. Hopefully in 2 weeks we will have that again when I meet with second grade again. For today, we're going to be doing some sharing problems. Hi everyone, Mrs. Buck here. I really miss seeing all my second graders around the corner from my office. Every Friday I'd go into your classrooms. Today, I invite you to do some math with me. So let me open up the file today. We're going to do some sharing problems. Remember, you are Coats stars. Today you're going to work on some grit because you are strong individuals. You might take some risks too. And if you make a mistake, that's okay. That's how we learn. All right, our first problem has to do with nursing homes. My grandma and grandpa were in a nursing home. They're not alive anymore, but my kids and I wrote cards for the nursing home that they were in, and we mailed the cards to the nursing homes. If Mrs. Buck has 32 cards to send to 2 nursing homes, or retirement homes is sometimes what they're called, how many could each retirement home receive? Okay, so we talked about the words nursing home and retirement homes. I kind of have a picture of one there. Receive. What does that word receive mean? That means to get, right? So we're going to put them in the mailbox and we're going to send them off. Now that we know what all the words are, we read the story or problem again a second time. This time we want to think about the math. Am I adding, subtracting, or soon you're going to be third graders and you will multiply and divide? Let's read it again and think about the story and what's happening. Mrs. Buck has 32 cards to send to 2 nursing homes or retirement homes. How many could each retirement home receive? All right, in the beginning when we started on that screen, it said to take out something to write with and something to write on. If you've had me in class before, you know I love pencil, but I know you're home today. So if you don't have a pencil, that's okay. Anything you can write with and anything to write on. It doesn't even have to be paper. You can write on the back of a note if that's all you have. All right, hit pause if you need to go find something to write with. All right, let's think about this problem. So if I have 32 cards, that's the information that we know. 32. How can I divide them up into the 2 nursing homes? So when I add them together, I still get 32. Maybe I will give one nursing home 30 cards. My dad was sick last year, and he went to the same nursing home as my grandparents, so maybe I send 30 to them, but then the local nursing home around here, I send 2, because it's close. My parents live in Ohio. Go Browns. Or maybe I want to make sure that they both have the same. Can you think about what number would be the same for both of them? We have 32. That's a big number, right? Well, if I give 10 here and 10 here, that would be 20. What's 32 minus 20? I would have 12 left, right? 20 and 12 makes 32. So if I have 6 left over, oops, I just gave you the answer. If I have 12 left over, then that would be 6 for this retirement home and 6 for this retirement home. So each retirement home, if I wanted to give them the same amount, would have 16 cards. So you could have done it either way. You can just make any number for both, or you can split them evenly, because the story didn't say each nursing home has to have the same amount. All right, let's try the next problem together. The next problem has to do with the grocery store. A supply truck has 73 paper towel packages on its truck. If it needs to deliver supplies to Giant and Harris Teeter, how many rolls of paper towels might be delivered to each store? Now, this has some words that we might not know. A supply truck. So a supply truck is just a truck that brings supplies to the grocery store. That's what that means. Paper towel packages, those are hard to find at the grocery store right now. But paper towel packages, it's like a towel that you can reuse and you throw into the trash. Giant, there's a picture of Giant there. Some of you might have been shopping at that Giant. That's the one over by school. And there's a Harris Teeter there. I wonder if any of you have gone to that Harris Teeter. That's also over by school. So if there's 73 paper towel packages on this truck, how many paper towels will Giant get, and how many will Harris Teeter get? Go ahead and jot down your answer. If you're still working, you can hit pause. Otherwise, continue with me to go over my thinking. So there are 73 paper towel packages. Some will go to Giant and some will go to Harris Teeter. If I give 30 to Giant, how many go to Harris Teeter? $70 minus 30 is 40, and then you'll have 3 more left over. That's one way to solve it. Can we solve it another way? The number of paper towel packages didn't change. I still have 73. But this time, maybe 50 went to Giant. 70 minus 50 is 20. And then 3 left over. Should we do one more way? I love when we can find more than one way to do the math. Let's do one more way. Let's do, my favorite number, 52. 52 packages. So we know 70 minus 50 is 20, but now when we look at the ones place, we have a 3 and 2 went to Giant. That leaves us with 1 package left over. 21 go to Harris Teeter. I wonder if any of you had a regroup. Do you remember what regrouping is? If Giant had 49 paper towels and I did 70 minus 40 is 30, I have a problem. 3 packages, but 9 went here. So I'm going to have to take this 30 and make it 20 and 10. Then 9 packages went over here. That leaves me with 1 package. And I still have this 3 that was right here. 3 and 1 is 4, plus the 20, 24 packages at Harris Teeter, 49 packages at Giant, and we'll still get 73. Whew, that was a lot of math to review. If you haven't done any regrouping, make sure that you work on some regrouping, and we can practice that again when I see you in 2 weeks. But now, I have a cupcake problem to share with you. How many of you like cupcakes? This cupcake, or muffin, I wrote muffin in the story. I think it was a strawberry muffin. My daughter made it, but maybe it was a cupcake. Anyhow, the actual picture there on the screen is what my 8th grade daughter created. She's been really into baking, and then she put like this construction paper background to make the red and the pink in the background because she said it has to look pretty when you take a picture of it. So this is her creation. Her name is Addison. Let's read the story. Addison made 13 muffins for 3 people to eat in my house. Everyone gets the same amount to make it fair. How much does each person get? So Addison's my daughter. She made it for 3 people to eat. This is important. Everyone gets the same amount. What does that mean, same amount? It means a fair share. So it can't be her dad eats 10 and then Addison gets 2 and I get 1. It has to be a fair share. Everyone gets the same. All right, let's do it again and think about the math. Addison made 13 muffins for 3 people to eat in my house. Everyone gets the same amount to make it fair. How much does each person get? So I'm going to draw 3 people. There's my 3 people. And they're each going to get the same amount of muffins, right? And we know that there's 13. So if I give 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here, is that 13 muffins in all? I know 2nd graders are really good at counting by 2s. 2, 4, 6. Ooh, that's only 6 muffins. But if I give 2 more, I know 6 plus 6 is 12. So now I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Uh-oh. 12 muffins, but I have one muffin left over. But I have 3 people. What do I do with that last muffin? Exactly. I cut it into thirds. So this person gets 1/3. This person gets 1/3. And this person gets 1/3. What was our question again? Sometimes we have to go back and we have to reread the story to know what our question says. So I'm going to pull the story back up. Let's reread the question. On the bottom there, that last sentence that has a question mark. How much does each person get? So Addison made 13 muffins for 3 people to eat in my house. Everyone gets the same amount to make it fair. How much does each person get? So here's a person, 2, 4, and 1/3. That looks like this. Oh, I need to make a little more space here. 4 and 1/3. Do you remember how to make a fraction? 4, 1 in the numerator, 3 in the denominator. 4 and 1/3. Does this person have 4 and 1/3? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1/3. Hopefully this person has the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1/3. Everybody got 4 and 1/3. So we can still make a fair share and use fractions. All right, one last problem to do before I set you free. I would love if you would do an open middle problem with me. This one is an addition open middle problem. Directions. Using the digits 1 to 9, at most 1 time each. Fill in the boxes to make the smallest or largest sum. Directions. Using the digits 1 to 9, at most 1 time each. What does that mean? That means I can use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but I cannot use 1 and 1. You've already used 1 one time. You can't use 1 again. That's what that means. Fill in the boxes to make the smallest or largest number. All right, let's see how we do with this. I'd like you to take out what you're writing with and give it a try. Try to make the smallest sum. Remember, sum means to add. If you need more time, hit the pause button on your computer. And I really hope that you are taking time with this and you are hitting pause. When you are ready, you may hit play to continue. So I'm thinking about this problem, and I know 1, 2, 3, and 4 are my smallest numbers. So those are the numbers I want to make or use to have my smallest sum. 21 plus 34 is 55. If I change them around, can I get a smaller number? Let's see. 41 plus 32. 40 and 30 is 70. So that would be 73. Oh, that's bigger. So that's not going to work. 23 plus 41. 20 and 40 is 60. 3 and 1 is 4. Still not smaller. 55 is still my smallest. How about 31? I haven't tried that yet. Plus 42. That would be 53. No. 30 and 40, not 50, Mrs. Buck. 30 and 40 is 70. 73. It's okay to make mistakes. Look, I had 73 up here. Did I have the same numbers as these two? I'm looking here and here. Are they the same? No, they're not the same. Look, 41, 31. 32, 42. Huh. What is the same? The 1 in the 1's place? The 2 in the 2's place? All I did was switch 30 and 30, 40 and 40. And I got the same sum. That got me thinking. The 1 and the 2 are both in the 1's place. What if I make the 1 and the 2 in the 10's place? Like 12 plus, I don't know. Well, now I have the 1 in the 10's place. 34, I guess, is what I have left. That would be 46. I like the idea of the 1 and the 2, though. I think I need to try that. So 14 plus 23. 10 and 20 is 30. 4 and 3 is 7. Ooh, that's smaller, 37. Can I get even smaller if I switch them around? 13 plus 24. 10 and 20 is 30. And 4 and 3 is 7. So I still have 37. But I've made a much smaller number than when I started up here. 14 plus 23, That is the smallest sum that I can make. I wonder, now that we've done the smallest sum, if in the next 2 weeks, sometime you could work on this problem. We'll have a math extension again 2 weeks from April 23rd. So I will see you in May to do more math with second grade. In the meantime, try to do this problem and find the largest sum. Keep working on math, second grade. Miss you. Bye-bye.